Hey guys, we're back on the trail. This is Jaime and Connie from High Cub, and we're at Rose Line Connection Trail in somewhere in the Los Padres National Forest.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it says Ojai on the All Trails app, but I have no clue where we're at here.
No, it says we're closer to, like, we're in Los Padres National Forest, close to Sespe Wilderness.
I think it's considered like a medium trail.
Yeah, and lightly trafficked because there's no one out here, and it's going to be a little over 3 miles and a little over 600-foot elevation gain. The All Trails app says 3.3 miles, but we're actually going to venture off a little further, so it will vary depending on how adventurous you are.
Yep, so let's get on the trail. Let's enjoy.
Alrighty guys, we're here at the sign and it's free parking. This is the Rose Valley Campground, and if right off to the left of that sign, you'll find this marker that says Rose Lion Trail, and that's where we're going to be going today. So today we have a rather large group with us, and it's actually Jaime's family, his 2 brothers, his mom, and his 2 cousins. Sorry in advance if you guys can't hear me clearly, it is a little windy. There is no reception out here. Definitely recommend having some sort of device that has GPS. We use the pro version of the All Trails app just to be able to download the trails and have that navigation with us. So here, you see these rocks. You're gonna keep going straight. You can venture off to the right a little bit just so you can see all the mountain range. So because this is a lightly trafficked trail, it's a little hard to distinguish the trail at points. Keep looking ahead a little bit for that clearing in the brush. So on this trail, one of the focal points is that it features a river. It's a little dried out at the moment, so there's only like a little bit of water. Hopefully it gets a little thicker on the way up. I'm gonna add a few rocks to this pile here so you guys can find it. And that's one thing you can do on trails, rather than graffiti or anything like that, or leave things behind. You can stack up some rocks to help other hikers out. There's a little bit of water left. It's gonna be our first river crossing. So I don't want to cross there. So right now it's the end of February. It's very fresh, but the sun is still beating out down on you, so don't forget your water. So as you can see, it's not very clearly lined up. Here's an image of the guy so you can kind of see where you would go. So this is a moderate trail. If you have been conditioned for hiking or you're not active, this might be a little on the difficult side for you. So just know your own limits. The dirt is a little loose here, so just watch your step. What helps with all this loose rock and dirt is having the appropriate footwear. Some hiking shoes would be appropriate, or something with good traction. Fun fact, Jaime's mom and youngest brother live in Nebraska, so they're actually out visiting, which is really nice. You see a lot of burnt branches out here. Unless the bark's just really dark, but pretty sure it burned.
Here we go, guys. Do a little camera switch because, you get winded after a while. So I'm on board now. Let's get on this trail. And as she's mentioned, it is kind of difficult if you're not used to it, but it's not terrible if you're already kind of conditioned for this. And I think this trail here, it's probably best to come during the winter because during the summer it's probably really hot. Around here you can see it once was on fire. Maybe a couple years ago, I think, when there was a big fire. About 3 years ago. And another thing I've noticed, wearing bug spray, if there's mosquitoes so you can see them. Okay guys, when you see the split here, you can either go left or right. They'll lead eventually to the same spot. We're gonna go left because we're adventurous, but the right is the easiest way. There's some parts of this trail that are pretty mapped out. Then there's some that just seem like random terrain. So just make sure you do have a map downloaded because there is no service out here. But it is beautiful. Look at these mountains. And the thing is, if you guys are scared or don't want to be around a lot of people, perfect hike right here. Today is a good gauge for beginner hikers because we brought our mom, and she's not really a hiker. I mean, she works on her feet, but she's managing to do it, so it is kind of medium. Beginners can do it, but you just gotta have a little bit of conditioning. But look at these views, those trees. I mean, too bad they're burnt, but they still look pretty cool. Look at this little trail here, kind of marked off so you kind of know we're going the right way. On trails like this, always keep an eye out for cairns, like the little rock statues that people make for you. see, look, here's one right here. Or have your map on, either way. Little path in the middle, next to the rock bed that used to be a river. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty nice actually. I do wonder how this looked about 50 years ago when all this was water here.
So fortunately, the trail is clear here. Back there where we were, it's a little sketch. So imagine all of that filled with water. It's supposed to feature a river. I think that's the river. Do not forget your sunblock. Careful with these pokey plants. They are not forgiving. They will cut you. Careful here. The trail gets very narrow and there's all this loose gravel. So if you slip, there you go. And you stay there. Whoa, it's so orange over there. It's like a field of fire. That's so cool. Look how pretty. It's all orangey and yellow. Here, where we see this burnt tree in the middle of this orange, we're gonna make a left. Just follow the little trail that is barely visible. If you guys cross here, you're gonna follow that little clearing. And we left some rocks here stacked for you guys, all right? And we have come to a trail sign finally. This points to where we came from, and then if you keep going straight, it's Lion Canyon trails, which will lead to some waterfall. So where this sign is at is technically where the trail ends, but we're going to keep on venturing further out. So peaceful out here. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing that we're isolated. I mean, it's dangerous if you're doing it alone and if you're not well prepared, but it's also really peaceful. Ooh, you hear water. Yay, there's water. Yeah, boy. So it gets really overgrown here. Definitely recommend having some long pants and some long sleeve shirt. So this is how narrow the trail is and how overgrown things are. If there were water, I think there'd be a waterfall.
Here we go again, guys. Oh, so we stopped for a water break. Down here, it seems like we're in the valley of the whole thing, so you don't get that crazy wind. It's a little windy, but it's not bad. It's a lot of rocks. One thing I do gotta mention, maybe you can try to wear either longer socks or just like some kind of pants or something to come up here. Because I mean, I wear shorts all the time and I'm getting pretty beat up with all the branches and bushes everywhere. So I recommend bringing some kind of shield, maybe some leg guards. When you get here, this is a split point. You can see the sign right here. The left and the right will take you to two different waterfalls. The one on the right, we're gonna do right now. I totally forgot to mention this at the beginning like we always do. We will continue to pick up trash. We have found a little bit, but it's not a lot since not very many people come out here. Alright guys, we have to go around the trees that fell over. Is that for a bonfire?
Yeah. Oh, a campfire. I wouldn't want to do that here.
That's probably why it catches on fire. Here in this part of the trail, it's very unmarked. There's just like branches everywhere, broken down wood. So just be careful on your step here. Finally made it to the waterfall, making our way up here. Look at this, guys. Hey guys, we made it to the end of the trail.
Yes.
We, I mean, I can't even express how awesome it is up here. It's really nice.
We're the only ones up here. It's fresh. The sun is starting to set. It's pretty awesome.
It is. I mean, it's a little trek to get up here, but I still recommend it up here. And like, I know there's another trail that takes you to the other waterfall. We're not going to show that one, but if you guys want to come do that and try the other one, you can too. But I mean, we do recommend coming up here.
Right, and just to go ahead and do that one, the last sign, you just go ahead and fork to the left.
But as we always say though, it is recommended. Just make sure you do have some conditioning.
Yes. And be prepared.
Yes, be prepared for anything. But thank you for all the subscriptions lately. It's been awesome and it keeps us motivated. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And then if you want to see a trail that we haven't done yet, leave it in the comments, leave a like, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.